Theoretically, a loose ball can happen anywhere in the offensive zone, but if you're able to come out from behind the net with a loose ball, it's usually a high-quality scoring chance that results. To dance around and tiptoe the crease while staying in control takes some serious footwork, stickwork, and body control. In a game, you would likely have a defender bearing down on you in this scenario, and this defender would also be allowed to go through the crease, while the offensive player obviously has to go around it. We simulate all of this in the broken play loose ball drill down low. Start with 2 lines at the crease positions with players on their wrong floor side, in one or both ends. Variation number 1 is the 1-on-0 variation, with the first player in line rolling a ball off the boards behind the net, and the first player in the opposite line going behind the net to pick up the loose ball, avoiding the crease, coming out the opposite side from where they started. This player should then run around the crease to the front of the net, getting to a good angle for a shot after obtaining the loose ball. The most common error in this drill is players not coming across the front of the net, taking the step of champions as we call it, instead settling for a bad angled shot. In variation number 1A, players should first be taught what a good angle is, which is at least 1 step inside a 45-degree angle off the near side goalpost, with coaches then instructing them to try to bank it in off the far side goalpost, which is what we teach beginners for how to score in box lacrosse. Once they get the hang of that, perhaps after a few reps with no goalie in the net, they can start to shoot in different spots, or for intermediate players, in variation number 1B, they can be shown various fake patterns with coaches commanding a certain fake series from individual players while they're in line. For more advanced players, in variation number 1C, a coach or volunteer can give the player a body check in front of the net as or before they are attempting to score. Players should exit the drill as quickly as possible after shooting, alternating one side after the other, giving the goalies a few seconds in between shots. Variation number 2, the 2-on-0, is the same as the previous variation, except all of the balls start in one line, later switching to the other line, with the second player in that line rolling the ball off the boards. The first player in the opposite line still goes to pick up the loose ball, but in this drill, the first player in the same line as the balls also circles behind the net, and both players come out in front of the net on their proper floor side for a 2-on-0 on the goalie. The ball carrier has the option to shoot or pass. If passing, players must time their pass and try to deliver it when their teammate is in prime scoring position. Variation number 3, screenshots, is the same as the previous variations, except after shooting, the player in variation 3A or players in variation 3B stand in front of the net, acting as a screen for the next player or players in line who get the loose ball and shoot around them, or potentially pass first if it's variation number 2. Variation number 4 is to have a defender chasing, which is similar to the previous variations, except as the offensive player comes out from behind the net with the ball, a defensive player, who is standing inside the crease behind GLE, waits for the offensive player to run past them, then is able to run through the crease to try to stop the offensive player or players from getting a quality shot. If the defender recovers into good defensive position, the coach can allow play to continue for up to 5 seconds. In variation number 4A, players can play offense first and then defense, which makes the drill slightly easier for the offensive player. Or, in variation number 4B, they can play defense first and then offense, making the drill slightly harder cardio-wise, and also more apt for the offensive players to make mistakes. Variation number 5 is the game to 7 used to add competition. Play a game of lefties versus righties up to 7 goals, with the losing team doing push-ups, sit-ups, planks, bodyweight squats, sprints, or something like that.